So hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. This is David. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a soul specialist, an intuitive and a sound healer, among other things. And this month I did something a little bit different for you. The last month I drew one card of these Hebrew letter cards, and I was kind of intuitively tapping into this information and explaining you how I felt it could help you to integrate, to navigate through these awakening times, and especially in my work to help you embody your soul, to help you become who you really are in a physical life. So this month instead, I took 3 cards, and these 3 cards explain the overall focus of this month for you guys. So I hope you find it useful and you can apply it. If not, of course, let go if it doesn't resonate with you. What came to me in the days before, it's also that there's a real important need of community. Because when we are making these changes, when we are awakening, when we are embodying more of who we are, when we are becoming more of who we are, and there are some challenges, of course, sometimes, and it's really important to have this community. That's the word that comes to me. And so I would like also this space, the space of the videos, of the Facebook feeds, of the live events and everything around this to become a sort of a community, so that you feel safe to share also your thoughts and to comment. And of course I will be very vigilant of any comments that are kind of out of place, because this is our space and we are deciding who comments or who comes to bring their energy. With the respect of whatever their choice is, but also with the firm conviction that it's our duty to protect or to put the boundaries that we need, if we need to put them at some point. Anyway, without further ado, I will present the 3 cards of this month, which the first card that I draw, that normally it's about telling about the situation at large. And I will not go into the detail of the card, but I just want you to look at it and try to feel into it without probably going too much in your mind. Afterwards, I will explain in a more global way what has come to me also intuitively, but also through the help of my guides and spirit guides. So this is the second card. And the third card will be this one. So this month, with these 3 cards that you have seen, what it comes is and also if you have, probably you go around and look at some of the astrological information, there is really this need of a pause. There's also like a pause in the activity and the buzzing and all the things that we have to do all the time. There's a need of a space for contemplation. And this month is giving us the space to contemplate our thoughts and our speech. So what are we saying, and to whom are we saying it, and where are we saying it, and what are we repeating to ourselves in our minds, and how this is actually creating the experience that we are having later on, or actually in the moment. So this contemplation is about observing what is the story that we are repeating, what is the story that probably we are not able to change, and what is it that we are saying about it, and to whom we are saying it, and in which way we are repeating over and over this story. So it is also about realizing about this saying that is called as it is above, that says, as it is above, it is below. So is to recognize also the divine or the spiritual nature of our human life in every single experience and on every creation. So it's really becoming aware of the divinity of the human experience in all of the manifestation, because we have the tendency, or we have been also taught in culturally and because of religious beliefs and so on and so forth, to believe that the divine and the human are two separate realities, when in fact these are actually one, and the origin of all the material and physical life is also as divine as the divine life, and it's never really separated. So what happens is also that if source is all one, and we are more collective in that level than we think, as we are coming down to the earth and that we are approaching these realms of physical life, we are becoming more individuals. And what we experience, or what we are coming here to experience in this life, is really to become an individual and to experience our soul with our unique taste and unique desires and unique way of being, a unique personality that allows you to be grounded and to be here present, and that allows you to function on the world. So that is perfect the way it is. But we have probably forgotten that at the same time that we are individually focused and individually taking some action here, and creating, we are at the same time and always connected to the divine, and we are never really disconnected, because there was never a separation. So the perception of separation is, of course, a trait and a characteristic of living on this reality and living on the earth, and it's a good one because it allows us to live the individuality. But it will be very difficult for us to attempt to be very creative and really be enlightened, let's say, with creation, if we are not allowing ourselves also to be connected, or to be aware of the reality that we are always connected to this collective part of ourselves, and that at the base we are also one. So the invitation also this month is to look at ways where we separate in our thoughts or in our beliefs, when we separate these divine and human realms that in fact are not separated at all. And one of the ways where we can observe this separation is in our judgment, or in our desire to change others, to say, okay, this man or this woman will be okay and I would like him if he would think a different way than he thinks, because his way or his life or the way he lives his life doesn't suit me. It makes me feel uncomfortable, or I really don't like it, and he should change it. Or we want to change a neighbor or our spouse or our friend or whoever, So, and this non-accepting of the variety, of the uniqueness of the creation in the world, is really toxic for us. It's toxic because actually it disempowers us. You can feel the disempowerment, the disencouragement, and the frustration of not being able to change the other so that you can feel good about it, right? So that you can feel all right. So the invitation here is it's also to accept the variety and the of the creation in all of its forms, in all of the ways of the expression of this creative force. So everyone has a different desire, everyone has a different way to live, everyone has a different way of thinking, and that is all right, that is good. Because if we are trying to change that so that we are feeling good, or if we are trying to change that so we are empowered, we are feeling that we are okay, it's going to be very difficult to actually do something, because we will feel constantly disempowered because the world doesn't suit the way we think it should be. And that is not what we came here to do. Basically, we came here to create, or at least that's how I see it. We came here to create. We came here to create an experience and a life that suits us and that is pleasing for us. And of course, the people and the situations that are in agreement with that pleasing with that life will also come to join them. So it's not, it's kind of an automatic thing. So the invitation, the suggestion this month is also to look at how am I accepting the variety in the world? How am I accepting the uniqueness of everyone in the world? And also, of course, at the same token, this is talking about accepting myself and accepting my uniqueness, and accepting my desire and accepting that my desires are valid, that accepting that my life is good the way it is, the way I choose to live it. So it's really, it looks like we are just accepting the other, but in fact we are accepting also ourselves through this acceptance of the variety and of the uniqueness of the creation in the world. And here comes the last bit, is like, how are we going to embrace, how are we going to accept this world, this variety, this uniqueness in everyone else, these different ways of being? Well, the answer that came also through the cards, if you've seen them in this card in the middle, is really through the heart. So it really is asking us to surrender to the heart, to embrace the creation through the heart. And it's also tapping into this more energy feminine of embracing and empowering ourselves through embracing of what is, through embracing of how the world is. Doesn't mean that you don't want to change it, doesn't mean that you cannot do anything to change it, but first you would have to accept it instead of fighting or pushing against it. So it's also about living out this masculine energy of the fight, the pushing against, the assertiveness, so, and really embrace and becoming to a balance. So as the last card is talking about, it's coming to a new balance, and a new harmony inside of us, about these two aspects of a female and a male energy. And through this female energy, through this embracing through our hearts of what is, and the variety and the uniqueness of every creature and creation in the world, we are able to actually empower ourselves and feel really that we can also create and do what we want in our lives, and create really the life and the experiences that we want and we desire in our hearts for our lives. So this is the core message of this month. I really hope that you have enjoyed this and you can take advantage of these messages. I am also offering individual sessions online, so if any one of you is interested in these sessions, you can go to my webpage or to my Facebook page. And there's also some live sessions that I offer in Italy that are private weekends. You can find more information for all this in private sessions in my website. I please ask you to subscribe and like so that other people can find this video. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. And I see you around next month, or very soon, maybe next week as well, in the weekly videos. See you and have a good time. Bye.